Hi everyone, welcome to Breathe and Be. Today, right now, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, let's come within for one moment, take in a long, deep, conscious breath, staying in the stillness between the breaths for a moment, and exhaling slowly, letting go of everything of the world and just being here, present within and conscious of consciousness itself. Today, we are going to have a special children's meditation. The grown ups are more than welcome to watch this, but at their own risk of bending their imagination a tad too much. So, as we begin our story today, we'll also have some exercises where children you will have to follow along with some attention invoking, breathing, and meditation. The story is called Triata's Magic. Triata has special magical powers. She focuses all of her attention on her third eye, the space right above the center of the eyebrows, and creates anything she imagines. One day, she created the world's biggest, creamiest ice cream, and the whole forest had a big feast. This power, however, comes with a mean curse. Every time all of Triata's attention drifts away from the third eye, she forgets all about her powers. And then the little colorful flyers pasted all over her refrigerator and mirrors prove to be quite useless in times like this. A bird, a butterfly, or a bee then reminds her to just breathe and be, which brings her attention back to the third eye, restoring her magical powers. Here we pause for one conscious breath where please take your attention into your nostrils and feel the air coming in through your nostrils, cooling them down and going into your lungs. Hold it for a second, attention still here, and exhale with a sound. Today, Triata sits by her window looking up at the star-strewn skies blanketing the forest. The tree tops sprawled far and high, trying to meet the sky. She is in awe of the inky blackness stretching into infinity and the twinkling lights splurging the nothingness. As she looks on, thoughts from the world take up some of her attention, like the stars look so beautiful. I hope clouds don't come in the way right now. And clouds bring so much trouble. The heavy rains flooded the backyard yesterday, and I spent half the day cleaning up the puddle around the plants. And oh, I couldn't even go out to get my daily dose of cappuccinos. This last thought was so strong, it created powerful ripples of emotions in the calm ocean of her center and completely threw her attention off of the third eye, and she forgot all about her powers. Here, we will now take our attention into our breathing but controlling it in no manner, simply observing the natural inflow and outflow of the breath, becoming a witness to how it's flowing into our bodies effortlessly and flowing out of our bodies equally effortlessly. We'll stay here for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our story. We just found out that Triata has lost all of her powers as all of her attention drifted away from the third eye center. And now her hunger pangs have started to grow so strong. Triata now no longer remembers to materialize a scrumptious meal out of thin air like she usually does, and she began the tedious task of cooking, having never learned how to cook before. So she gets up to boil some bread. She begins to slice raw eggs, adds some pepper to her coffee, and burns the fruit. Nothing tastes good today, wondered Triata. Was something wrong with the stove? The little bulbul, who had recently given birth to 2 chicks on Triata's patio, couldn't take it any longer when Triata tried to bite into a raw eggshell. The bulbul flapped her wings fiercely as she flew in with a twig in her beak. Here, this shall taste better than the raw egg white that seems to be harder than the tree trunk I usually perch upon. As the bulbul slowly guides Triata into her breath, body, and being, Triata's attention goes to her third eye, beckoning all of her powers, and Triata and the bulbul swim in a swirl of soothing wind, sparkle, colors, and snow. Winds blow all the curtains of the house as her magic comes rushing into the room, gushing with light, filling every corner of the kitchen. Tree branches swing into light as they touch the sky. Triata then materializes delectable dishes out of thin air, and as her soup glides in front of her, she smells it, takes the first sip, and loses her entire self in the taste of the soup. She takes her attention within, staying with the taste. Triata watches as her mind generates thoughts, how they rise and fall on their own, not affecting her center, her being, her breathing every moment. So, kids, when you eat today, be it any meal, stay with the taste of the food, lose yourself in the taste, lose yourself in your tongue and in your nostrils. Feel the taste and the smells and be with it. Whenever you find yourself faced with a challenging situation where you feel anger rushing through your entire body and you feel like throwing things out the window, for a second, just bring your attention into your breath, witnessing everything that's rising within you. Feel all the feelings, and you'll see as you embrace all of these emotions within you and witness them without flowing with them, sometimes they just disappear like that. Take your attention into the breath. Nothing really is so important as to lose your temper over or lose your calm. Stay with your breath, stay with the being, breathe and be. Until next time.